like the video.
Oh my god, dude, this is never going to end. Lawbrey Drake Graham is suing again, okay? Late last night and early this morning, all I was seeing is that he dropped the suit. No one's paying anything. Spotify and UMG are not gonna budge. Turns out, this man sued again. I'm trying so hard to finish up other episodes, other series that I've started. I want to create completely different content. I'm trying to move on, but Drake won't let me. I just don't understand. I am trying to talk about things that are completely different, but it's a day ending in Y. So Drake is out here embarrassing himself again in new creative ways. I wouldn't wish being a Drake fan right now on my worst enemy. How do you do it? I don't understand.
I don't get it either.
I don't understand. How do Drake fans do this? I have never been so glad in my life that I stopped believing in this man months ago. But also, when it comes to Drake, whether it be the lawsuit, the diss tracks, any statement or proclamation made through leaked diss track or Instagram caption.
Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in.
Derapy. I am not here to waste your time at all. Literally just looking into articles for this is absolutely hilarious. The first thing I see when I just Google Drake's name is Drake sues own record label for defamation over Kendrick Lamar diss track. I cannot stress enough just how ridiculous it is that he refuses to do anything to Kendrick Lamar himself. Kendrick Lamar is the one who released the diss track, and Drake is like, I'm going to sue my own label that my kind of more or less coworker works at, and for the work that my kind of coworker did, I'm going to sue his boss for allowing him to release work about me. Let me try and calm down, okay? Because every time I talk about Drake, I just get so angry because literally within the calendar year, this is the same guy that I really actually thought had a shot in this battle against Kendrick. How far have we fallen? I just think it's so strange to me that Drake is filing a defamation suit when he literally said in a diss track that Kendrick Lamar was beating Whitney. He called him a wife beater. Drake put in his song that Kendrick was molested as a child, when Kendrick explicitly said that he wasn't. And nobody's suing Drake. UMG, realistically, because it's his record label, should have known what the lyrics were, should have known what the song was, and they allowed him to release it. Drake, oh my God, I'm actually getting so angry. Okay, Drake in the tailor-made freestyle, literally using somebody else's voice, says, talk about him liking young girls. Kendrick does it, and Drake is suing. What are we doing?
I'm gonna sue.
Before I even get into the details of the lawsuit, I just want to rehash very quickly, the stream of events here. First person shooter, Drake and J. Cole are like, we're on top of the world. Kendrick Lamar drops like that. He's like, actually, you're a bum. Boom. Drake drops push-ups and calls out Whitney, the love of Kendrick's life. A mistake. Then, before Kendrick can even respond once, Drake goes onto the tailor-made freestyle and says, I dare you to talk about me liking young girls. I wish you would. It's right there. I'm begging you to do it. Drake, you fool. Kendrick's like, okay, I guess since you're begging me, you weirdo, fine. By the way, I've always hated you, and I actually hate everything about you. Kendrick then doubles back and says, you know what, 616 in LA, I just want to be clear about this. You have a mole in your camp. Honestly, Euphoria is better than any song that you're gonna make anyways, but just to be clear, I know everything that you're about to do. Please stop. Instead, Drake drops Family Matters and says, you are an abuser. That woman that you've been in love with since high school, actually, she cheated on you with your best friend and had his baby. And you know what Kendrick does? He doesn't sue. He doesn't sue over these obvious lies. He just obliterates Drake with Meet the Grams. Bro pinned a death note with Drake's whole family in it. It was really mean. And for some reason, Drake doesn't find Meet the Grams defamatory. But I think, I'm pretty sure we know why.
He used to supply you with the bitches.
So then Kendrick drops Not Like Us, and it's the song of the year. It gives Drake what he asked for. In the rap battle, Drake, instead of being like, That Meet the Grams joint and Not Like Us track kind of just hit me like a Susano cloaked Kurama. It is a bit much. I need to either make the best track of my life or maybe just call it quits, pull a Pusha T and be like, he took it to a level, Crowley, where I just didn't want to go. Instead, Drake proceeds to drop the worst song of his career.
This Epstein angle was the shit I expected.
Wing Wong.
So after the Heart Part 6 by Drake drops, I hate the fact that I even have to say it's Drake's version of the Heart Part 6. It disgusts me. Kendrick is like, you know what? I think I'm gonna just let that one sit. I think I'm gonna let that one stew in the crock, okay? Not Like Us music video drops, pop-out show happens, Super Bowl announcement, history. It's done, right? Drake is clearly lost, everybody knows it, and we know that Drake lost. Also, another thing that I'd like to mention, Drake wanted a round 2. Drake wanted a round 2. He literally came out and posted something to his Instagram saying, we will win game 2. Did he know that he was gonna sue then? If Kendrick wanted to go another round, would Drake have still sued for Not Like Us? None of this makes any sense. Also, Drake said that he fed Kendrick the information. So you're telling me that you fed him the information so he could use it, so then you could sue him for using the information you gave him?
My head's gonna explode.
Drake fans, you're not off the hook either, because this morning and late last night, when I was reading these posts about how Drake dropped the suit, some of you absolute
Wing Wongs.
we're literally out here saying there was a back-end agreement. It was a under the table handshake. It was a secret resolution that they came to. Drake actually came out on top. Why is he suing again? If any of you care, let's actually get to what Drake's alleging in this new suit. It's just so stupid. It's the same old nonsense. So here's basically the key facts that I got from this article in Forbes. I'm going to journalism a little bit. Drake filed the lawsuit in New York federal court accusing the record label, not Lamar, of falsely promoting the ideas that Drake has committed acts of diddling and keeping people stuck in traffic, and engages in acts that would require him to register as a offender of sorts. All of which the rapper denies. I mean, what else is he gonna do? Naturally, UMG called Drake's claims untrue in a statement to Forbes, adding, the notion that we would seek to harm the reputation of any artist, let alone Drake, is illogical, stating the label does not engage in defamation against any individual. UMG also makes a great point that's not necessarily in this article, but I read somewhere else. They have invested hundreds of millions of dollars into Drake. Obviously, they expect Drake to continue making music under their label to make them more money. So are we going to actually sit here and pretend like UMG actually wanted to take down their own artist? Why would they do that? Their job is to promote Kendrick the same way that they promote Drake. They allowed the release of Family Matters, which is saying just as damaging stuff. Just because one song's a hit and one isn't, doesn't mean that we need to get all lawbrey about it. Drake in the lawsuit complains about the cover art for Not Like Us, the music video. He talks about how UMG wasn't keeping reactors from reacting to the song by not threatening to take it down or claim the songs. He actually names people in the lawsuit like RDC World and Kai Cenat. Here's the crazy thing about it. Like, I don't even think that Drake's case is all that terrible. Like, it is possible that they did these things to help promote the song, but it's literally their job to promote the song. Kendrick's their artist. If Drake just asked them to do the same things they were doing for Kendrick, they would probably do it. Drake is even blaming like an armed group of assailants pulling up to his residence on UMG, Universal Music Group. Drake is like, you guys should have known that they were gonna put a hit out on me over this rap song. Drake, I hate to break it to you, but people already hated you. It didn't take Not Like Us for them to be like, you know what? Now that Kendrick Lamar dropped that banger, now we're really gonna pull up on Drake. We ride at dawn. Bumba clap. Be serious, please. I'm not gonna go through the whole lawsuit. I am not Legal Eagle. This is not that type of channel. I just wanted to give you like my real and raw reaction to it. Naturally, it's insane. I feel like I don't live in the real world anymore. None of this sounds real at all. I cannot believe that Drake is still dragging this thing out over a song that was released in May of 2024. I can't believe this. Before I get out of here, I just want to read a couple reactions that I saw on Twitter and in my Discord. I'm not gonna pad this out. I'm not gonna waste your time, but some of this stuff is just objectively hilarious. So we're gonna get into it. I don't care. It's my show. Somebody really smartly on Twitter pointed out the fact that Drake texted Kai Cenat during the beef to tell him to stay on stream to react to his diss to Kendrick Lamar. So it is actually insane that Drake is upset with streamers reacting to Kendrick's disses when he was literally telling the biggest streamer to react to his. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Drake is acting like his version of events is the only one that's real, as if we don't all have access to the same internet, dog. Here's another post that I love. Drake is keeping Not Like Us and the narrative alive more than Kendrick is. That's the funniest part about all of this. That's what I think is so hard for him to understand. It's like maybe his social awareness is absolutely cooked. People are not bumping Not Like Us like that anymore. But every single time we get an update about one of these lawsuits, people want to bump the song again. Nobody's even talking about the song anymore. People are talking about GNX, TV off, they're screaming mustard, they're trying to buy tickets for his GNX shows. Nobody's even really talking about that song like that. But it's literally, I have never thought that living in somebody's head rent-free has applied more to his situation than Kendrick Lamar in Drake's life. It's actually, I almost feel bad for him, but all he has to do is nothing. All he has to do is stop. Drake has a tour of his own coming up that's like starting around the time that Kendrick performs at the Super Bowl, which is pathetic, by the way. But if Drake just focused on making new music and staying out of the way and shutting up, then everything would be fine. It would all go away. What's crazy is even if he proves everything right in the lawsuit, if he gets $100 million from UMG, I mean, his reputation with him is absolutely cooked. He has to go to a different label, but that doesn't take away the impact of the song. Even if Kendrick got 50 million botted streams, that doesn't take away from the fact that, like, you're weird. You lost. It doesn't even matter. Most people thought you lost after Meet the Grams. He didn't even have to drop Not Like Us. That's the funny part. Somebody said, yeah, Drake got smoked so hard he was like, nah, this gotta be illegal. Okay. This is the last thing that I want to say about this Drake situation, this latest update. I would like for this to stop. As a former Drake fan, as a current Kendrick fan, I want this all to end so badly. I wanted to leave this beef in 2024, but Drake, more than anybody else, is the one that's dragging it into the new year, and frankly, I am furious about it. I'm getting so much vicarious embarrassment. Like, as much as I am personally, like, financially benefiting from Drake continuing to embarrass himself, I'm actually starting to feel almost bad. If you or someone you know is close to Drake, I am begging you to put an end to this, because if he keeps clowning himself like this, I mean, I gotta keep doing this, and it is funny, you know, it's crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious, but eventually we all need to move on. This should have ended in the summer of last year. It was snowing a few days ago. Drake, buddy, Aubrey, please let it go. Do it for Sandra, do it for Adonis. Please take the L. It's okay, man. I promise it's okay. I know that you want to be certified lawyer boy, but sometimes it's okay to just say, honestly, never mind. Thank you all for being here. Love you. Mean it. Enjoy the outro.